Zephyri, I just so number one, I just got done with your message. I'm typing stuff out right now, and I number one, I realized that I am the worst typer ever. I actually got to take my headphones off. One second. Ooh. I have to take my headphones off. My ears were killing me. But right off the bat, I suck at typing things. My third grade teacher, actually, this is kind of gruesome, I know, but my third grade teacher committed suicide. And so for that whole entire year, all we did was play those typing games. Those typing games on the computer on those like floppy disks. It was bad, and I suck at typing to this day. So I wanted to just make this video for you because it's the best way I know how to kind of connect with you on a one-on-one basis. Don't worry, I will not be kind of talking about your situation. I won't do that on this YouTube video. That's not the point of it. I'll never divulge your inner secrets. I do, however, want to try to cheer you up and say that I've been there, not directly where you are, not directly how you're feeling, but I've been in a situation kind of like that. Riley has been through a similar thing like you have, not to this extent really, but you being his friend, you obviously know. And I made one of these for him as well. And I talked to him about how my mom used to physically abuse me, and how she just treated me like crap because she was going through a really, really rough time, and she took that out on me. And I love my mother. I love my mom. Like I said in the earlier video that I made for him, I would not be here without my mom. We have such a great relationship. But the difference is this video is going to be another story. And in a part of your message, you brought up the fact that nobody wanted to talk with you or be with you, and you felt a little bit of you didn't really have that self-worth. And I'm gonna tell you my story of self-worth, and hopefully my story will kind of put a little perspective of it, and hopefully can cheer you up a little bit. So it was my first year out of high school, and throughout high school I went to a private school, and I don't want to sound egotistical, but I was athletic. I was going to go to college for basketball, and I was hopefully trying to go to college for basketball. And physically, there's nothing wrong with me, but I've always been like really geeky, really out there. You guys know me. I love Star Wars, and when it came to girls, I just let them walk all over me. I don't know what it was, and I've been in multiple relationships where girls cheated on me. So coming right out of the gates for relationships, I've just been in a really shitty place, because all throughout middle school and elementary school, I was that kid picked on. I was tubby. I've told my stream on multiple occasions rather, that I would sit in the middle school library and just read Star Wars books for days. I've read almost every single Star Wars book. To me, that was my friends growing up. I was there when Chewbacca died from a moon. Spoiler alert: Chewbacca dies. I was there with Cornhorn growing up throughout middle school and elementary school. Those were my childhood friends, and of course I had my other friends, but I definitely had that weird, awkward stage where just nobody liked me. But I digress. Right out of high school, my parents kind of took some time to themselves and kind of gave me the house to myself, and it was this weird transition where I wasn't quite going to a state university. I was in a community college, and I had some physical changes happen to me where I was working out, and physically on the outside, I looked kind of like more like I do now. And again, I'm not boasting, I'm not bragging, but people have made like, oh, you look like Thor, and to a point that's true. But on the inside, I'm just saying the same geeky, nerdy, just love Star Wars, love video games, all that kind of good stuff. And I went on a roll of like bad relationships, really bad relationships, where the girls would just date me for my looks and then use me up and then completely throw me away. And I've always been that guy to wear his heart on the stream, well, that too, but heart on the sleeve. And so relationship after relationship, I would just get torn up and just kick through the mud. And I kept thinking it was my fault. I kept thinking, like, what was I doing wrong? And of course, like, I'm not perfect, but I just didn't know, like, what the hell was wrong with me. I felt like every girl had it. I was worthless. I was useless. And I'll never forget it. I started dating this girl named Kirsten. And not to be confused with my seamstress for cosplay. But I was dating this girl named Kirsten, and I thought she was the one. We were dating for about 8 months. Dating for about 8 months, and her ex-boyfriend started coming around the house a lot, and because I was staying with her at her family's house, and her and her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend rather, were friends growing up the whole entire time throughout their life. So I understood. I was like, hey, even though they're not together, they've been friends, and I'm with her now, and there's no point. She would never do anything because she's with me. And I felt I finally found the one. I was like, yes, this is it. She likes me for who I am. She's nerdy, she's geeky, and we're great. We're in this relationship. I love their folks. Kirsten's family treated me like I was one of their own. And I'll never forget it. It was like our 8-month anniversary, and I came home, and I found her in bed with Daryl. And Daryl's his name, right? Who cheats on Forrest with a guy named Daryl? But anyways, I digress. And I just remember thinking, what? Why would she do this? And it was the worst time, like the worst pain I've almost ever felt, sitting there and just coming home to my bed and seeing somebody betray me like that. Man, that was a bad time in my life. I remember just going down to Miami and just partying and doing stupid things, and I was so angry, and I felt worthless, absolutely worthless. I felt like I wasn't worth it. I was like, there's something wrong with me. Like I was self-pitying. I felt like I was scum. I was dirt. And I'll never forget it. My brother kind of took me aside, and for the people that know, my brother's kind of like Tony Stark. He's the guy. He's like the rich millionaire that everybody likes in the family. And my brother's raised me. He's always put me underneath his arm, and he kind of took me aside, and he's like, dude, you got to stop beating yourself up, man. You do what I do. Just don't care what people think about you. Just don't. I promise you, the people that you know today, tomorrow, the next day, they're not going to be in your life to affect you. Just worry about yourself. Just do what you're going to do. Do what makes you happy in the realm. If doing what you do makes you happy, it's going to make you happy. Care about others. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and all of life's possibilities and all of life's goodness will come to you eventually. Bad things are going to happen to you, but it's the way you react from them. And everybody's heard this pep talk before, but I needed it then. And hopefully you need it now. Zephyri, shit's gonna happen. There's a saying in my family that says shit rolls downhill, and I'm the low man on the totem pole because I'm the youngest. And bad things are gonna happen to you, Zephyri. But it's going to be the people that you surround yourself with, and the fact that you can just keep going and just keep doing what you're going to do. Just go, keep going. It gets better. I promise you, it gets better. It gets better. You may not be a famous person walking down the red aisle. You may not be a millionaire, but you will bring a joy to somebody out there. They will love you for who you are. So just keep your head up. It happens. It does. But I promise you jumping on my stream and being like, what's up? You brought joy to my life. Yeah. So just that small thing of you jumping on my channel and telling me hello, it made me so happy. And I promise you're going to bring that kind of happiness and more to other people. So keep your chin up. It sucks. It does. But I promise you, there are people in your life that respect you and love you for who you are. And it may not seem like that all the time, and you may be down on your luck, but I promise you, it gets better. It does. Take it from me. I know me. I'm a young buck, and I don't know everything that the world has to offer, but from the little I have seen of the world, I know it does get better, and there are people that love you. I know Riley loves you, and I love you. So keep your head up. I hope this cheered you up just a tiny bit, and I hope to see you soon. So anyways, thinking about you. Good feelings coming your way. Talk to you later.